Well, my van's back with a new gearbox and dual mass flywheel, clutch, drive shaft, also new gear linkages. So she's not a brand new gearbox, obviously, she's a recon. Drive shaft there looks like a rose amongst thorns. Look at all that rust up there, but that'll all get cleaned off eventually. So my next problem is the power steering pump to get sorted. So just there, look, that's me power steering pump. See a little fluid over the pipe there. Look at the pulley, don't know how long it's been like that, but there's a chunk missing out of it, so that'll need replacing. I think it's a 6 rib on here, I'll have to double check it. So it means getting a new power steering pump and pulley and a new belt and getting it put on there. There's the other half of the drive shaft, looking all lovely, sat pretty there. These fans cost me a fucking fortune. Should have gone straight to the scrapyard. The amount of money I've spent on it now, it's ridiculous. I mean, you know, I've got good tyres all round. The rear too, when I bought it, weren't even the right spec for the van, though he did argue. So I had them changed. But to be honest, you know, like I've got a new, or the Recon gearbox there. She needs a good clean off. See down the bottom, there's a lot of dirt and grime. Should probably clean up well. At some stage I'm going to have to replace these things, the shockers. Get all this rust sorted out around the engine area. There's bits hanging down at the back there, which were to do with the side step, which I had taken out because it was seized anyway. The exhaust looks alright for the minute. She's not blowing, so I'm not really concerned about that. I am concerned about this because I can't go away with a squealing steering pump all messed up. She's probably squealing because the oil's probably all over this belt. So they always say when you get a new steering pump put on there, to also get a new belt at the same time. Even though this one is probably only seven or 8 months old. So it has been a bit of a nightmare, this van, for sure. A lot of things I was not told about and should have been. And at the end of the day, it was all about money. But it should be a far better van for having all this work done. And I won't give up on her. It's like, you know, the air suspension at the back there. You've got small, short leaf springs that hold the 4 airbags. That took a long time to get sorted. One, because the first mechanic got it wrong with the bags. And so did Glide Right, by all accounts. They sent me out the wrong ones, but the mechanic just put them on anyway. So that cost me a lot of money, and regardless of what the old git said, cost far more than a 42p washer. Right, you can see the pulley's got a chunk missing out of it at the top left there, so that needs replacing. It's obviously leaking. There was hardly any fluid left in it. The guys that did the gearbox change and everything said it was practically empty. So power steering pump needs sorting, i.e. new one, and probably a new belt, because it's best to do that as well. There's the new duty. There is a bit of rust on the shocks. I'll have to look into next about getting them sorted out, but that can wait till next year. I don't think they'll be affected this year, but she certainly needs to go up on the ramps and have all this stuff, you know, rust and everything taken off, hammer-righted and all the rest of it, make her a nice looking van. Get the engine bay cleared out. We got good tyres all round and correct tyres. She's still whining. Well, there she is. She needs a bit of touching up and TLC here and there. She's had these windows taken out, replaced and resealed to stop the major leak that was there. You can see where it's knocked and chipped about. I mean, she's been stood off the road for about two years, 7 months. I think I've only really done about, I don't know, 6,000 miles in her in the 3 and a bit years I've owned her, which is nothing. Mind you, it's good for the insurance. It keeps it down under 2,000 a year, I suppose. But the point is, she wasn't meant to be kept low like that. We got all good tyres on her. I mean, she just passed the MOT last month. Good tyres on the back. There's lots of touching up to do, like on that corner there, that needs sanding back and a bit of fiberglass and repainting. Another coat on the whole bodywork. She's looking a bit tired and dirty at the moment, but it is what it is. It'll get done. And she's scratched along the side there as well. Lots of scratches actually. That's all from trees where I've been up. Lots of little lanes and things, but it's a good thing with military paint. It's easy to roll her on again. And wheels need taken off one by one, given a good clean up, given a good sand, given a spray paint. That'll look nice. Need to get the other bit of the awning rail up there. That's not been put in, but I haven't painted it yet, that's why. So we just keep plodding on. Taking the table out for now. That's my fridge, freezer. Got this little unit my sister gave me, which is pretty handy because it's got drawers in it for all my cutlery. That'll be an odds and sods drawer, I expect. And basically this is inside and a mess at the minute. There's a few bits inside that need to be sorted, like down here. Secure it a bit better and repaint it. We've now got this extra piece of worktop, extra cupboard space, and obviously I've got rid of the overhead cupboards, which opens it up far better, I think. Little nondescript corner shelf over there, but it's okay. It's somewhere to put bits. Over here, I've just got to finish off inside there, put a shelf in, secure that piece of wood on the side, and put some wax on it, dark wax. That picture there, sentimental. My dad did that in pastels. Pair of his work boots, bless him. So we're all sort of like that. My kids are up there, well, 3 of them. A little picture of my old dog Jet that my granddaughter did for me. That little shelf there, I put my Bluetooth speaker on that when I'm parked up, so it's sort of out of the way. So I've got plenty of worktop space, and it is the same wood for this side and that side, but obviously because I bought this bit later on, it's from a different sequoia tree, so the only way I'd get that up to that colour, I think, is by dyeing it with a bit of red, but I'm not that perfect, so it's fine. That one there, that's the fuse board in there. Put a bit of greenery up, and there's some extra lighting under each cupboard, which is handy. My dragon picture. Got my grill, got my oven, got my hob, got my sink, got my tap. The only thing I don't have, obviously, is a shower. I do have a loo, which is a little portaloo thing, but at the moment that's tucked under the bed. But when I'm away, I'll bring it in here in case I need it. So I'll try not to use it too much. If I can get to public loos, I'll use them. That little seat is handy. Good storage for all my clothing. So she's come a very long way, really, from what she was. I'll stick a picture up of what she was like when I first got her, if I can find it. But she was something and nothing. Though I was happy the day I picked her up, it was, wow, a few days later, or the day I picked it up even, first problem was the wheel bearing. Turned out to be 2 wheel bearings that needed replacing, and 2 rear tyres. And yeah, I have spent an awful lot of money on this van. I've totaled up all the receipts for all mechanical work, all mechanics, all parts. And this is the second build, because the first build got ruined because these 2 windows leaked along here. So I took it all out, had the windows taken out, replaced and resealed, etc. And when we did have last lot of rain, which was quite a downpour, no water came in, so that was really good. We've got a nice sort of flattish ceiling. Well, it is flat ceiling, and then it kind of goes off at the sides like a Dutch roof. And I like that effect as well. I like the rustic effect. In there I've got boxes for all my food and pots and pans. Under there is my water storage and waste. And that little cupboard there is where my gas bottle is. That had to be sorted because it had a gas leak, quite a big one, which I did get sorted. There were just so many problems with this van. And, you know, life throws you fucking shit sometimes. But you get over it, don't you? The old git I bought it from, I don't really give a shite about him. I think he's a liar, a cheat, a con man. And, well, that's all I'm going to say. I hope I never bump into him again, because he ain't worth a shit, really. He lied about the airbags, saying they with 42p washers to get them fixed. Well, how does he know that? I mean, I've got the receipts to prove all that. And I've got the receipts for everything else. And this van, believe it or not, owes me, including the price, the extortionate £12,000 I paid for it, plus the 400 for the fridge freezer, and I think it was the MPPT charger he put in for me. That was the extra 400. So 12,400 is what I paid for this van, and I paid for it religiously, monthly, always 2 or 3 days in advance, because I did it on a payment plan. And then when I found about like all the things that were wrong with it, and finding out it was his actual nephew that did the MOT, then I put 2 and 2 together to make 4. And I just think it was totally dishonest. And if I'm honest, I think the MOT wasn't kosher, and that's it. But I'll say no more on all of that, because that's my past life experience with the seller of this van, who was a friend, but he ain't no more. Yeah, I hope I never clap eyes on him again. So, yeah, this is the van. Hopefully, once I've got this, what's it called? Power steering, pump and pulley and belt replaced, then I'm away August, which is what I was heading for. Everything will get done over time, everything else. There's a few little jobs that need done for, you know, advisories on the last MOT. Even there, on the last MOT, it needed a new bushing to go on the suspension on the back, and the standard ones were too small for it. And it turned out in the end, after a lot of research, that the bushings in my van came out of a Mark 6 Transit, so they were quite heavy duty ones, really big ones. Well, the one that needed replacing has been done, and I have got one for the other side if that one needs doing next time. We also need, I think it's bearing on the steering, the proper thing, can't think what it's called, track rod end. It's got a bit of play, so that'll need replacing. And probably eventually I'm going to have to get all the brakes sorted in that, even though they've passed and there was no advisories apart from on the brake lines, ferrules, and a bit of grease and dirt. But otherwise, yeah, I think for my own peace of mind, I'll get all those brakes replaced. And refurbished, wheels, a whole lot of it. But it'll take time. And one day, hopefully, I'll find a piece of land somewhere, park the van on it, maybe get the rights to build a little log cabin on it, or just build off this van and buy another vehicle to scoot around on. Who knows? Anyway, I'll leave it there. I've waffled too long. Take care now. Bye.